Nneka's heart raced as the king's footsteps grew louder. There is no time to waste. She grabbed the glowing mirror, but the moment her fingers touched it, the room grew colder. The mirror felt strange, like it was alive. The wind inside the chamber howled, and the candle flame went off. "We need to leave here now," Nneka whispered urgently. The villagers, with their faces powdered with fear, they hurried back into the secret tunnel, crawling as fast as they could, the mirror carefully wrapped in a cloth. Just as they reached the tunnel entrance, they heard the king shouting in anger, "Where is my mirror?" The king's voice echoed through the palace. He had discovered their plan. Nneka and her group rushed out of the tunnel and into the night. They didn't stop running until they reached the safety of Nneka's hut. Everyone was breathing heavily, but they were safe for now. Nneka carefully placed the mirror on the floor. "We have the mirror," she said, "but we are not yet free. The king will be looking for it. We need to find a way to break his power." One of the elders, who had been watching the palace, said, "The mirror holds his magic power. If we destroy it, the king will lose his power." "But how do we destroy something so powerful?" Amaka asked, her voice trembling. Nneka thought for a moment. The mirror is connected to his wickedness. It feeds on his greed and wickedness. If we show it the kindness and unity of our people, it might lose its power. The villagers looked at each other unsure, but they trusted Nneka. They gathered round the mirror, holding hands, and began to speak words of hope, peace, and love. They reminded each other of the good things they had before the king's rule, their happiness, their families, and their friendship. As they spoke, something amazing happened. The mirror, which had been glowing with highlight, began to dim. The cold wind stopped, and the air in the hut became warm again. The mirror's glow faded until it was just a normal cracked pieces of glass. "It worked," Chidi shouted. Just then, a loud cry came from the palace. The king has fallen to the ground, powerless, without his magic. He was no longer the terrifying king. The villagers rushed to the palace, where they found him weak and afraid. He begged for mercy, but the people of Umuoma had suffered too much under his rule. "Leave this village," Nneka told him, her voice strong and steady. "You are no longer our king. The king is now nothing more than a weak man." He left the village, never to return. The people of Umuoma rejoiced. They were free at last. Nneka was hailed as a hero, but she smiled and reminded everyone it was not just me, it was all of us working together. We defeated the evil with kindness and courage. From that day on, the village lived in peace. They learned that true power does not come from fear or magic, but from the strength of the people working together. Moral lesson: kindness, courage, and unity are stronger than fear and evil. When people stand together, even the mightiest enemy can be defeated.